Hello and welcome to the incredibly influential and highly successful podcast. I'm incredibly influential.
And I'm highly successful.
It is about 30 minutes past midnight on Monday, October 3rd. Sorry we're recording this one a little bit late. Our schedule's been fucked up this week. We might go into that later on this episode. I want to dedicate this episode to I guess my mom. She got some real fucked up dental surgery. They fucked up her whole grill, dude. It's fucked up, bro. It is absolutely, yeah. It's just messed up, dude. And yeah. Um. So good luck to her, cause she's gonna be on like a soft foods diet for the next fucking 3 months. Yeah. Good luck to her. Um. I kind of got a couple of things I want to talk about this week. Um.
Mhm.
I've been watching the new what is it? Rings of Power. Rings of Power, right? And they actually they introduced something from the books, dude. It's really cool. Like legit, this has become my favorite show. They introduced something from the books called the Mind Goblin, dude. Are you familiar with Tolkien?
I've already heard that one before, but it's a good attempt.
Fuck you! Fuck you! You son of a bitch! You son of a bitch! Fuck off! Why are you like this? It's not fair. You were not supposed to
You're
put
the one
that
that
one.
keeps starting it. I'm just not letting it happen. But I appreciate the attempt.
I've been sitting on that one for a while. I've been waiting. I've been waiting to use it, and I guess I waited too long because now you fucking saw it. You fucking saw it somewhere, and that's the problem. Fuck!
That's the problem, of course.
That sucks. God damn it. Ah! I'm mad now. I'm legit mad. Honestly, fuck you. You're a bitch.
Hey man, I'm sorry to hear that.
Eat a bag of dicks. Another topic I wanted to talk about this week. Um, and this will probably be the title of the fucking episode. Honestly. Um. Uh. My dear friend Daniel San, my lovely partner, my co-host. How do you feel about in public bathrooms, people like peeing at the urinal with their with their pants just all the way down at their ankles?
I I definitely think that is very strange. And I think less of that person after seeing that, for sure.
I honestly, are we gonna have a debate? Is this? I think we should make this a debate because honestly, I think that's a
Because
fucking power move.
like it depends on, I feel like, the motive behind it, right? I feel like if their intention is to cause disruption, then in a way I feel like they've succeeded. But
I,
if they're just like going about their day and that's just how they do that, I feel like maybe, somebody needs to talk to that person. They
what
need
if
to get some advice, maybe, they don't understand why it's bad. Maybe they seem to be taught. They never learned in grade school. They were homeschooled or whatever. Who knows what their excuse is, but I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I think if someone if someone can like go through like all their childhood into adulthood and still do that at the urinal, right? I think that means that they've got confidence and power and strength. And I think that that is very very important nowadays, honestly. And like, if you
Is this the part where you reveal that you're one of those people?
no, fuck no, dude. I wish I was though. Honestly,
But you could be,
honestly,
all you gotta.
I I practice a lot at home. I practice a lot at home, but I've not graduated to doing it in public yet, and honestly, I feel lesser for it. Honestly, I think again, I'll reiterate my point, but like, if you can get through life like that, like not hearing about it, like if people like other people in the men's room are too scared to like walk up to you and be like, dude, you're not supposed to do that. Like, I think that's a fucking power move. I think that means that you have the confidence and the strength and the willpower to make it in today's society. You know, I'm an entrepreneurship student. That's what my degree's in. I've gotten all the entrepreneurship classes out of the way. All the rest are just marketing and like 2 other like gen ed credits. So I know a lot about entrepreneurship. I know a lot about ambition. And I think that the kind of person who can make it in the world and like really like be a go-getter and accomplish that sort of thing is someone who pees at the urinal with their pants pulled all the way down to the ankles and their shirt lifted all the way up. You got to be like nipples out, pants at the ankles, like whole ass showing,
Like
everything, dude.
that's the thing, right? I feel like pants all the way to the ground is one thing, but if you're like making an actual effort to pull up your shirt while you're doing that, that just seems like a whole nother level. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know
No,
about
dude.
that one.
No, dude. You got to do the butters. You got to do the butters, right? That's the shit. That's the shit right there. Nipples all the way out, fully erect, because you know it's a little bit cold in there. The men's room's usually pretty cold, at least colder than like the outside. You know, so there's a little chip. So your nipples get a little excited, but like, you know, dick all the way out, no hands on it, just free spraying it, ass all the way out. And like honestly, if someone called you on it, like, bro, you're looking at my ass, bro. That's kind of sus, bro. Why you checking out my ass? I'm just at the urinal, dude. I'm just at the urinal, dude. Why are you checking out my ass? What's the problem? You know, like what the fuck, man? Yeah, I think honestly, that's the only way to do it, and I think, mm, uh, I think the tier list of like urinal uh strategies is at the top. Like the people who get the most ass of all is people who've been doing that since childhood and who have just been never been called out for it because they're just so intimidating. Second on the tier list is like people who like started doing it to like be like those people, and like who are doing it to like cause a disruption and show that they're confident, but like they know deep down that it's like messed up. And then third tier is like people who uh just don't even go to the urinal at all in public. Just don't even bother. And then fourth tier is just normal plebeians who just pee at the urinal.
What do
And
you mean by don't bother to go to the urinal?
like they just piss their pants.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
interesting.
I think if you can piss your pants in public, you've really got it. Honestly, that's some shit right there, dude. I fucks with it. Um, do you have anything more to add?
Not really. I don't really have a lot of opinions about this beforehand, but hey, you know,
You don't
power
really
to
have a lot
you.
of opinions in general. Do you want to do a little BuzzFeed quiz with me?
If you have questions, I can answer them, I suppose.
All right. This one is called "Everyone Has a Subconscious Kink." It's time to find out yours. The sex test you never knew you needed. Don't worry, this is a judgment-free zone. The
I have a
BuzzFeed
feeling
quiz
that
is a
it's not going to be
judgment-free zone.
judged. I can't. I just
This
don't think it
podcast,
will be judgment free though.
this podcast is absolutely judgment-filled. Like filled to the brim with judgment here, dude.
I
You
got a
you
feeling.
cannot avoid the judgment, dude. It's happening, whether
Yeah.
you like it or not. Anywho, um, So the first thing we've got here, again, this is a time-honored tradition from every time we've done BuzzFeed quizzes in the past. Is I'm not actually gonna show you anything because fuck you. You get to listen to me describe it. And I hope you're not hungry because this first one is your favorite food. So the first one on here, we got some nice, delicious grilled chicken. It's got some nice char on there. Oh, that's very nice. Um, the second one, we've got some nice green pesto pasta. These look like not ziti's, but like they're ziti's if like the little diagonal ends were cut off. So it's just like a cylinder type thing, but it looks very scrumptious. Oh, we got a nice wood fired pizza. How's pizza gonna get a job now? Um, got a nice steak and some steak fries. Very nice. Uh, we got like an egg salad.
I'm not gonna lie to
Ooh,
you. I feel like
some
I've just
butter
been hearing you talk
chicken.
about food. I forgot what the question was.
Bruh, I fucking hate you.
Well,
First food,
what was the
grilled chicken.
question?
What's your favorite food
No,
of
wait.
all of these that I'm describing?
Oh, okay. You see, I thought it was like what food best describes your spirit animal or something like that. You know, this is why I ask. You
No,
know,
no. Grilled chicken, pasta with pesto, cheese pizza, steak fries and steak, egg salad, curry and rice. That looks like wonton soup. Sushi, tacos. This one's ziti. It's like a pasta salad. Um, hamburgers, grilled salmon.
we have Discord.
That looks
We
like a
really could
tomato
just screen
soup.
share, but of course we gotta make this difficult, don't we?
I'm not. I'm doing this on my phone, dude. I'm doing this on my phone. Oh shit! I'm about to die too, but I'm too lazy to get up to my charger. Anywho, and then we've got like a nice caprese salad. Or no, that's just like a normal salad. That's not caprese. Sorry, but yeah, pick one, bitch.
You see, I feel as though it's really mood dependent. Also, you know, like I
On
like pasta
I
a lot. I like chicken a lot. I like steak sometimes, you know. But sometimes when you have grilled chicken and it's not seasoned right, you know, it's just a little bland, you know. Same thing with all of them, I
yeah.
suppose, right? But I noticed
On
with
on
grilled chicken,
average,
you know, you need a grilled chicken usually needs a little bit more seasoning for me personally, you know.
but like on average though, if you had the
Mm.
best of all these possible foods, on average, which would be the best one?
You know, because there's like steak's one of those foods that I eat every now and then, but it's not like like my go-to all the time. You know, it's like whenever I want to treat myself. You know what I mean, right?
Okay, what's one that you could eat anytime? Because
Anytime.
I'm the same way. I made a really nice steak tonight. Actually, I might tell you about it later. It's pretty fucking good. Stay tuned if you
Okay.
want to hear about my steak.
I'm trying to think if
Um,
there's any more memorable ones, because the ones that like really stood out to me the most were chicken, pasta, and steak. Those are the three, right?
there's two
I
different pastas actually. There's like a pasta salad and like pasta with pesto.
that was the one, the pesto one.
Okay, good choice. Good choice. But yeah,
And I'm
if
trying.
you had to pick one,
You see, the thing is, like, I would have gone chicken, but you said it was grilled chicken, and I really do like fried chicken. You know what I mean?
okay, okay.
So
So
I
are you
think
going with the
that
pasta or the
pesto.
steak?
I think pesto, because pesto, I feel like you know, steak again is very specific. Grilled chicken, like I said, I'm a little skeptical. You know what I mean with grilled chicken sometimes if they don't season it properly, it's kind of just disappointing. You know what I mean?
All right, so
But
pasta with
pesto,
pesto.
I feel like is pretty consistently good most of the time that I've had it. You know.
All right, moving on. This is terrible. Um, so favorite color. Oh my god, I have to describe colors to you.
You could just tell me the
Um,
colors, right? You don't have to describe the
uh,
color.
no, because I gotta describe the colors because it's like it's very important.
Can you describe the color using the names of the colors?
No.
Are you just gonna
So
say it
the
like it's
first one.
warm?
So the first one we've got is like a nice midnight sky. Um, that sort of thing.
Like black or purple though? Like that's what I'm trying to say. Like a dark purple or is it like a black?
like a midnight sky.
Unhelpful. You're
Very
so
few clouds,
unhelpful.
very few stars in the sky. And the next one we've got like a tempesting sea.
Wait,
Um,
is it giving you like a whole picture?
yeah, yeah.
It
It's
says what's your
giving me
favorite color and it gave you a whole landscape?
Yes.
Why would it do that?
It's fucking stupid. Because here's the next one. Like here's why we have a problem here. Is we have two doors that are different colors from the wall. So it's obvious like what color the doors are, but I can't tell you what the doors are. So I can't really help you there. I guess they're like a turquoise but darker.
What are all my
Some
choices? Is there more?
Next is you've got some lovely summertime leaves. Uh
Okay,
then you've
how
got
about we make this easier
some
here, right?
some
How about
harvest wheat.
before we get too far in, right? I want to hear about all the shades of blue and purple because those are the ones that I'm probably going to choose between.
All right, so the first one is black. The next one is like a kind of like a lilac. The third one is teal. The fourth one is like grass green. The fifth one is like wheat gold. Dark green, jellyfish purple, pink, red, purple, brown, lime green, yellow, like a yellow green, red, and like a light orange, and then coffee beans.
Okay, but okay.
As much as I wanted to do the bit where I describe these colors to you without actually saying them,
Is there a single
it's
blue that you said like the entirety of all that? Because it sounded like you said
uh
green and red like 4 times, but I didn't hear you say blue a single time.
I guess the kind of like midnight sky is a little bit more like a dark blue than a black, but
Oh my god, I guess we'll just do that one. Whatever, I don't care anymore.
okay. All right, so the first three were pretty much blues. All right, so you got like a dark blue, light blue, and then like a blue green.
What was the light blue?
It's like it's bordering on like almost purple. Like it's like light enough to where like if you added just a tiny bit more red, it would start to look lilac. If that kind of if you kind of get it.
Yeah, I'll do that blue then.
Okay. All right. Excellent. Oh my god, these are all so visual, and it's so funny hearing me try to describe this shit. Just
Oh
it's
my
so
god,
fucking
this
funny.
is a mess.
Okay. Um. All right. So you're gonna pick a door to walk through.
Of
Um.
course I will. Of course.
So you've got like a sort of like standard issue like have you ever been in like one of those buildings that holds like multiple offices and you've got uh oh no, actually I guess those are more like exit doors. Yeah, all right. So like if you're in like one of those buildings that's got like multiple offices but it's not like got like wooden doors, it's got like the glass doors with like the little push bars. So one of those. You've got a lovely set of like church
What was
doors
the
and they're like
question? I'm so
pick a
confused.
door to walk through.
Oh my god.
You've got like a lovely like church door, and it's got like an arched top. It's very fancy. It's like underneath an arch too, and it's got like a bunch of different like arch layers on top of it. It's really cool. Um, the exit door. You got a nice exit door. You've got like a door on a little fire escape.
I might
Um,
need you to repeat all these in a second, but you just continue real quick.
you've got like a nice little door built into like a brick little archway as well, but it's like a brick wall instead of like a plaster wall. Um, you've got like one of those like nice little like wooden doors built into like one of those like Italian buildings. Have you ever like seen like a picture of like Italy and like like those Italian buildings in like a seaside village like right on the coast of Italy? You know those kind of buildings I'm talking about?
I can kind of visualize it. I've watched
Yeah,
that one movie, the
that one
Luca,
movie
that
that takes
one.
place in Italy. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that Luca. I watched that one. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Okay. I mean, that's a decent that's kind of the vibe, yeah. Um you've
See,
got like
I nailed it.
a nice door that like leads out from an alley. Like from the perspective of the picture, you're like in the alley and it like leads out and there's like a little chair next to it. You've got like an infinite set of like nightmare doors that are sort of like a liminal space and that's kind of cool. You've just got like a standard like blue door built into like the side of a building. Um, it's kind of like a looks like either like a standalone apartment or maybe like a motel room or like a villa like that you can rent out. You've
Mhm.
got like a backstage door with a little push bar. You've got a really old timey door with a nice doorknob. You've got a door that literally leads to nothing, and it's just like out in the middle of like some snowy field or whatever.
So it's like a
Um,
door frame in the middle of a field.
yeah, with a door in it. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Um, and then you've
What's
got
the
like
pointless door?
a very fancy mahogany type door, and then the last one is like a nice orange door, and it's got like two bouquets next to it, and it's very nice. It's like in someone's like house, but it's like someone who lives in one of those like home designer magazines. Which would you pick?
Right. Start over from the beginning.
Do you want me to do the detailed explanations for every one again?
Well, I'll tell you when to stop, but I just need to rehear the first couple because I have two in my mind that I've already noted down. I just want to make sure there's no more I'm forgetting here.
Double push bar door, church arch door, exit door, fire escape door, brick arch door, Italy door,
Okay,
alley door.
I think that's enough. Okay, let me think. For me right now, there's two doors that I think I need to hear more about. Right,
Yeah, yeah.
right. The two doors that I think I've settled it down to is either Italy door
Yeah.
or Nightmare Liminal Space door. You know what I mean? So I
Okay.
need a
So with Italy door, it's got like a nice like pink plaster wall. And it's like this nice double door. It's like this nice dark wood. Um, right off the street, like there's like a little sidewalk, and the pavement's cracked a little bit. And then to the left of the door is like you've got like a nice like hanging plant. It's kind of like grown over the wall. It's like coming down, so it's got like a nice like green and pink like wall. It's like this nice like um just this nice wooden door. And then the liminal space nightmare fuel is just like a bunch of door frames with no doors, and they just like lead into each other, and it just goes on forever. And they're just like white walls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, it's kind of like the food. It's like, what mood am I in? You know what I mean, right? Do I want to be a little bit more chaotic and just choose the door that's not really even a door, or do I want to choose like a regular answer? You know what I mean? I don't know.
On average, which would you pick? Is I think is the answer here.
I feel like most of the time I probably go with Italy door. But I do like Nightmare Little Space door every now and then. So
Okay. You have a little bit of a reprieve because I don't need to describe anything anymore. I just have some words now, okay?
well, that's nice, isn't it?
So what were you like in high school? I already know the answer to this, but emo, sporty, straight A student, musical theater, quiet kid, band kid, perpetually failing, choir kid, popular kid, teacher's pet, art kid, loner, stoner, or good at PE. I already know you were a band kid, so I'm gonna put you down for that. Is that
Wait,
good?
wait, wait, wait. At first, there was some of these answers, right, that they had in here, like straight A student, that I felt like they should have done more. I don't know. I feel like there's not enough options for that one, which is
Like
strange because all the other
overachiever.
ones,
What it
yeah,
says is perfect grades carries group project, and I feel like that second one kind of is a little bit more detail. Like the carrying the group project is very important for that answer.
but see, here's the thing, right? I feel like, you know, I was a band kid, but I feel like I wasn't a band kid because I liked band, if that makes sense, right?
Yeah, but like I think you fit the vibe
You see,
of a band kid. You know, I feel like that vibe kind of describes you.
whenever I think band kid, it's funny, but I think of like that one girl from American Pie,
I mean that makes sense, but I
you
feel
know,
like
and
that's
and I don't feel
you.
like I fit that. You know what I mean? I don't feel
I
like that's
feel like you
me.
do. I feel like you do. Honestly, that is you to me.
That's how you see me. Okay, well, one more
Yes.
time, just run through them real quick. I'll try to.
Emo sporty, overachiever, musical theater, quiet band, perpetually failing, choir kid, popular kid, teacher's pet, art kid, loner, stoner, good at PE.
Yeah, that's the thing. I feel like I don't really fit into any of them, but band's probably the one I fit into most. So I guess, you know.
All right, your weakness. God, I wish I could pick more than one here. Um, Anxiety, overworking yourself, bad at communication, low self confidence, severely codependent, pick me energy, refuses help, not sure, obsessive, can't handle change, horrible at picking up on cues, self isolation, overshares always, compulsive liar. I could pick
I don't know
several of these
why.
on
I don't
here.
know why. Like
I
whenever
could
you
pick.
said that, it almost sounded like you were listing my, like all of my problems. Like
I
the
mean,
way
I
you said
am.
it,
I
it was a
am.
little
I
hurtful. I don't
am.
know why.
All of those are accurate to you. Yeah,
What
that's
was
true.
name it from the beginning again?
Wait, can you pick more than one? You cannot pick more than one. Okay.
You
Um,
really tried, didn't you?
the one at the beginning is anxiety, and then overworking yourself, and then bad at communication, and then low self confidence, and then severely codependent. Pick me energy, refuses help, not sure, obsessive, can't handle change, horrible at picking up on cues, self isolation, overshares always, and compulsive liar. And I feel like there are
You
many
know,
of these that could
you
describe
see,
you.
that's the thing. I feel like, I have like a minor cases of maybe one or two of those, right? Like sometimes I do overwork myself, you know what I mean? But I'm trying to pick the one that I feel like
Your worst
I'm
one
most
is
into.
picking up on cues. Picking up on cues, 100%. That's your worst one.
If I had to,
Jennifer would agree with
yeah,
me. Your
I
girlfriend
do
would agree
have
with
to
me.
say,
Everyone who's ever known you would agree with me.
that's
Horrible
crazy,
picking up on cues.
I see it now. I see it. I am kind of bad at picking up on cues. The thing is, I wouldn't have got the cue to pick up on that.
All right, here you go.
So I guess we'll pick that
So
one.
the most attractive thing about another person. The
Mhm.
first answer I feel like is you. But the first answer is, and I quote, "Dude, if they like me, I'd be lucky. I don't fucking care." Um,
Okay,
I feel
keep
like that
going.
one's you. I
Well, let's
don't
hear the
need to read the
rest.
rest. I don't need to read the rest, but
Well,
okay.
it's this is my answer. So
Personality with the little like twinkling eye, like sad face emoji, or like the like puppy dog eye emoji. So that's personality. Hands back with a drooling emoji. Tits that ass though in all caps. Thighs, abs with a oh my god face. Neck, collarbone, belly button, or shoulder blades.
that's crazy. There was one thing that they didn't say that I was waiting for, right?
It's the dude. If they like me, I'd be lucky. I don't fucking care.
Because
There you
for
go.
me, right,
Pick
it's
that
kind of
for you.
like
I
no,
got
no,
it
no,
for you.
wait,
Don't worry.
no, 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 no. You
All
have to
right,
let
we're
me
moving
answer.
on. We're
No, no,
moving
no. I
on.
haven't answered yet. Stop that. All right,
I
calm
don't
yourself.
care. We're moving on. Oh my
But
god, we're back to describing things.
wait, no, no,
Yay!
wait.
All right,
Stop.
so the first one is
Nick,
like a
Nick,
western setting.
Nick. I need you to calm down. I wasn't done answering the last question. Okay. If you
All right,
want to take
fucking
this
pick one.
quiz, you can take this quiz.
You have 10
But if you want
seconds to
my
pick
answer,
one.
okay.
You
Well,
have
here's
10
my thought
seconds to pick one.
process, right? No, I
10,
said my thought process at every single one. All
9,
right, you can't just cut me off
8,
on this one. All right.
7,
So here's what
6,
here.
5,
It's really distracting when you keep
4,
talking. I need you
3,
to
2,
stop for a
1.
second, man. Just stop for a
Okay, we're
second.
moving on.
Just
We're
stop for a
moving
second. Just I just need you to.
on.
No, it's
I
difficult for
try.
you, but you just need
I
to
gave
stop
you
for just a
10
second.
seconds to answer.
But
I
you
gave
were
you 10
talking
seconds to
all
change
10 of
your
those
answer.
seconds, so you need to
I
shut
know. I
up
was
for a
helping
second.
you. I was helping you. I was giving you your countdown. How else would you have known?
All right, Nick, I'm gonna put you on timeout for a little bit. All right,
No. All right, we're moving on.
I'm gonna put you
We're
on
moving
timeout.
on. All
I'll be
right.
back in 5 minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna answer this for you because I know you so well.
I'll be back in 5 minutes. If you decide to
So
be more reasonable, I might be willing to come back sooner.
I know. All right, so I know what he was trying to say, but also he's lying. It's dude, if they like me, I'd be lucky. That's his answer. All right, so his movie settings. I kind of know like the movies he likes. So, but let's go through them. So we got like a little western. We got like the suburbs. This is like a movie setting. So he's like trying to pick like a movie setting here. So we've got like a western. We've got like suburbia. We've got like the woods. A nice castle. That's a pretty cool castle. I think that's the one in like Switzerland, like the big famous one. They got like a sailboat on the ocean. You got like a big city. I think that's Times Square. You've got uh ancient like woods with like gnarled trees and stuff. You've got some like European city. Like it's not quite as like high tech as New York, but it's still like some like big city. You've got like India, like out in like uh I don't know, like one of the bigger Indian cities. You got like a cool mansion with like a nice infinity pool. That's actually really nice. You got a train. You got like out in space. You got like a nice valley meadow type thing in the shadow of some mountains, and then you got like a nice rugged like terrain on the mountain. I think he would pick New York City just because he likes superhero movies a lot. What's your near future living situation? For him, I think he's going to be in a uh, he does not have any. He's not going to be living with like stranger roommates. He's going to be in an apartment, I think, with his brother. So there's that. The plane is crashing. Who do you save? You got a pregnant person, a tattoo artist, a really good barber, a really good photographer, a baby in a hat, a flight attendant, whoever is closest, a doctor, a cat that some lady left in her seat, a kid that offered you $100, some guy dressed as Santa, or a great chef. Honestly, for him, I think he would pick the cat. Um, your first kiss is he's never had it. Haven't had one, I count, or um no, wait, where's a more embarrassing one? Uh I don't know, but I think about it a lot. There's a good one. There's a good one. Pick a dress. I'm not gonna describe these dresses for you just because we have to go to an ad break soon. Um there's some trees. That's funny. Pick a suit. Pick a suit. Pick a suit. I haven't seen him in a suit before. I think he picked that nice pink one.
I would pick spades.
There's not one with spades, but apparently you're a
It's my
peeping
favorite suit,
tom.
though. Ace of
I
spades.
I hate you. I hate you so much. Shut the fuck up. But apparently you have a peeping tom kink. You're a voyeur,
The
and
thing
that's good to
is,
know.
right, like that person who you described might have a peeping Tom thing, but you didn't let me
Okay,
answer my question, so I wasn't able to. We weren't able to
okay.
figure out
What were you
mine,
gonna
very
say?
sadly.
What were you gonna say? What were you
The
gonna say?
thing is, I think I missed like 4 or 5 questions, so I would have said a lot, but we'll never know.
No, because I
It's a
got your
very
movie
sad
setting.
time.
I picked a nice high tech
Well,
city. I think
no, the
it was
thing
like
is, I didn't.
Times Square.
I was like only vaguely listening in until I could drop in with a great joke.
And I
I
got
did.
your likely near future living situation. I got that in one.
Well,
Um,
like I said, I feel as though I wasn't
I don't
able
know.
to give my
I just
genuine answers because you felt as though you wanted to give answers for me. So the whole test is void.
is
Very
it
sad. Very
is it?
sad.
I don't think so. I think that's pretty accurate. But I think that's all the time we have before the commercial break. Let's head on in there. Thank you guys very much for listening, and we hope you stay tuned. This episode has been generously sponsored by skunknuggetparenting.com, run by my own talented mother. Parenting is hard. Sometimes kids and parents are like night and day. It can be very hard to get on the same page with them, and a lot of parents have anxiety that maybe they're doing it all wrong. Luckily, there is a service out there that can help. Skunk Nugget Parenting Solutions is a company that provides parent coaching services, resource referrals, and psychological profiling, along with 24/7 phone and text access in an all virtual program. Plus, the first consultation is free. In order to get this amazing service, please visit skunknuggetparenting.com. That is skunknuggetparenting.com. Thank you to Skunk Nugget Parenting Solutions for sponsoring this episode. Thank you all for listening. And now, back to the podcast. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Doctor Who Dong Watch. For let's see, this is going to cover both of the new episodes of House of the Dragon. So we're going to be talking about both episodes of after the time skip, and no, we do not see Matt Smith's penis. Hello, and welcome back to the show. Thank you guys for staying tuned, and let's get back to your subconscious peeping Tom kink. When did that start?
Well, if you'd like to continue the quiz from where you derailed it, then I would
No, we're done
I would
with that. We're
happily give
actually
you my answers, and
no,
we can
we're
get a
done with that
real.
actually.
Oh,
No, we're
well,
done with that.
well, if
Yeah,
we're done with
no.
that, then I can't.
I mean,
What
I don't
would
think you would
be
have
more funny?
given any other answers. I feel like those answers were about as accurate as they possibly could be. I don't know what to
Mhm.
tell you.
Hey man, you do
I'm
you, but
I'm
I think
sorry.
that
It's not much I can do, my man. Can't really help you there, boss. Um, but anyway, um, what else was I gonna say? Oh, so apparently a lot of people, and I mean like a lot of people, have been thirsting over Jeffrey Dahmer because of the new Netflix show. I don't. Have you been watching that?
no. Who's Jeffrey Dahmer?
Jesus fucking Christ! Do you really not know?
Let me look it up. I'm not very good at
Please tell me.
I'm not very good
Please,
at names. I'm much better at faces. I feel like
please,
that's one of
dear
my
God,
weaknesses as
tell
well.
me. Tell me this man actually knows what I'm talking about and he's not just fucking with me.
I've seen
Please.
this I've seen this cover art on
Oh my
Netflix.
fucking God. He doesn't know who Jeffrey fucking Dahmer is. Okay. New
Okay, wait.
topic. I had this whole
Walking
segment.
animal. Walking
I had
monster.
this whole segment set up about how
17.
uh
Yeah, I know who he is. I read his brief synopsis.
I had this whole thing set up about how I was going to talk about how you or about like how everybody's thirsting over like serial killers nowadays. Well, maybe not even nowadays, but it's like become very prevalent, and like people are talking about it a lot on Twitter. No, fucking, you don't know who Jeffrey Dahmer is. Like one of the most prolific and famous serial killers of all fucking time. Like what the fuck? How do you not know that?
Well, I don't think serial killers should be famous in my opinion.
No, but how do you not know him? Right? How do you not know his name? Like if you wanted to think of a serial killer, what name would you think of? If I said serial killer, what name would you think of? What name pops up in your head?
I don't really have a list of serial killers that I follow, so
It's not about following them, but it's the fact that they're like in the cultural zeitgeist. If you said serial killer to me, my first thought is Dahmer. He is the number one most famous serial killer, at least to our generation, maybe to every generation. I do not know how you don't know who the fuck he is.
top 10 serial killers.
Okay, don't do top 10. Don't do top 10 serial killers. But like,
Elizabeth Bathory.
yeah, don't do top 10 serial killers
If
because
you
by
don't read
body
isn't even
count,
in the top 10 here, let me tell
because
you.
by body count you don't get like any famous people, but like the most famous
Really?
serial killers are like Jeffrey Dahmer, Ted Bundy, and like probably John Wayne
Oh,
Gacy or
Jack the
Jack the
Ripper.
Ripper.
There you
Yeah.
go. There you go. See, I know that guy. I know him.
How do you all right? And let me guess, you only know him from fucking Assassin's Creed. I knew it. You probably thought that he wasn't
No,
even a
no,
real
no, no,
dude.
no, no. I watched Black Butler, and he makes a brief appearance in that as well.
God, I hate you. I hate you so much.
So see, I
But
feel
yeah,
as
no.
though it's not
So the
just
point that I was
Assassin's
going to
Creed,
make.
You see, you weren't
Shut
expecting me
up.
to say No.
we're past that. We're past that. We are past that now.
Okay, well, you seem
We're
upset
moving on.
for some reason. That's okay, though. It's fine.
We are moving on. Okay? Now, the point that I was trying to make is that people are thirsting after Jeffrey Dahmer specifically because of his like Netflix show, because they got like, you know, like do you know who Evan Peters is? Because I
If
mean,
I
like, you've
say
seen his face
no,
because you
will
looked
you
at
be
the.
surprised?
At this point, yes and no, because like it surprises me for a second, but I'm not surprised. I'm like not surprised to hear it, but like I'm not surprised that it's true, but I'm surprised to hear it. I guess is what I'm gonna say about that.
What's
Right?
his name?
Evan Peters. Do you remember the
Evan.
X-Men movies? He was Quicksilver. Not to be
Um,
confused with
I didn't
Quicksilver in the
watch the X-Men
MCU.
movies.
Did you watch WandaVision?
I did. I did watch
He
WandaVision.
shows up in that one as Quicksilver from the X-Men movies. He's Ralph Boner.
Wait, he plays Quicksilver in WandaVision?
Yes. Yes, he
But
does.
wasn't
He
that
shows up.
just Wanda's brother from the
No.
other
No, that's the
movie?
point. There have been two Quicksilvers. There was one in the X-Men movies played by Evan Peters, and there was one in the MCU played by Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. But anywho, uh they got Evan Peters
Good
to
for
play him,
him.
and people have been making like Evan Peters like fan edits for like all of his like murderer characters since like the first American Horror Story came out. You know, people have been thirsting over him for years and years and years. And so of course they fucking casted him in this because they want to make some fucking sensationalist bullshit about Jeffrey Dahmer and his victims and shit. And I'm not going to talk about like, oh, is it respectful to victims, or you know, has it been like 40 years and you know, uh, like it's in the public and the cultural zeitgeist, so it doesn't even matter. I I don't even care about that. I'm not even going to talk about that. What I am going to talk about is motherfuckers are thirsting after a. First of all, he's gay. Like he was explicitly gay, and he committed crimes because he was gay and closeted and didn't want to like out himself. Second of all, he fucking murdered people. And third of all, he like committed unspeakable acts to their bodies afterwards. And people are still thirsting more over him than they are over me. God damn. Like what do you have to do to get a fucking fan base nowadays? It's bullshit. It's not even fair. Anywho, that was the point that I was trying to make. I'm all out of prepared things now. So this podcast is now entirely completely unprepared. Uh Actually, no, I have one more thing that I wanted to talk about. We're not descending into anarchy yet. Don't worry. Don't worry, everyone. It sounded like we were going to, but don't worry. We're still hanging on to the raft, okay? We haven't gone completely under the waves. Uh so like I said before, my mom had dental surgery on Thursday. Uh so that was fun, and by fun I mean terrible. Um Cuz she first of all, they fucked her grill up. Like it was like all swollen up and like messed up cuz she had to get like a bunch of stuff fixed. So it was really fucked. And, you know, it hurt quite a bit. So they pumped her up full of drugs. So when what I did on Thursday was she took her car to the dentist office, which is like walking distance. I asked her, it would save us like both on fuel if you could like just walk there in the morning, and then I'll take your car, and then I can just go to school with it, and then I'll come back and pick you up. We won't have to use both cars. It'll be fine. But she didn't do that, so we took both cars, and it was like completely inconvenient because like somebody would have had to get her car as well, and it was just a whole fucked up thing. So basically, I went to school. I go to school from 10 to 12. So I get out of school I swing by the dentist office because she's supposed to be done. It's like been 5 hours. I show up and they're like, "Oh no, she's still getting work done. You know, she won't be done until 2." So I'm like, "Okay." So I drive home, and then I'm like, "Okay, well I'll just walk to the dentist office at 1:45, and I'll bring the spare keys for the for mom's car, and I'll just wait there." I show up at 1:45. I'm like, "Oh, she should be done in 15 minutes." And no, long story short, she I didn't get her home until about like 3:45. And then after that, they pumped her up so full of drugs that she couldn't even move her fucking feet right. Um and my stepmom was out of town, she she knew that fucking my mom had to go get this surgery, and the thing that she was supposed to be out of town for happened like a way long while ago, and she was just chilling out in fucking Florida instead of helping out. So, mom had to. Uh, it was just me, and I had to take care of her. So I had to get her inside the house. She couldn't walk in, and we have fucking stairs on all of the entrances to our house, and so my car's in next to the fucking garage steps because of fucking course it is, you know? Because I fucking, how was I supposed to know that they were gonna pump her so full of fucking drugs that she couldn't even see straight for like 2 days? So I try to take her in. Um, she doesn't know how to use her goddamn legs anymore, so she fucking falls down. I can't pick her back up because she can't like use her legs. So like I'm trying to like lift her up, and I can't, and like she's offering no help whatsoever. So she keeps falling down. I finally like get her to the stairs, and like I try and get her to like lift one leg up. Nope, not happening. She like falls down propped up next to the refrigerator. This took like I think it took like 20 to 30 minutes just to get her inside. And then fucking finally we got her inside the fucking steps. I tried to take her into the kitchen. Boom, she fucking fell down again. So I'm like, fuck it, I can't carry you anymore, you can't get yourself up. I literally had to drag her across the house to get to the fucking couch. I had to drag her there, and then I it took me another 5 to 10 minutes just to like get her on the couch from the floor. It was terrible. It was fucking terrible. I never doing it again. I'm never ever doing it again. Especially because at least not alone. At least not a fucking loan. Because somebody else signed an oath there, a legal binding document that said in sickness and in health. She was in sickness, and I was the only one there, and I didn't sign that paper. I sure as shit didn't. So I'm pissed about that. Any thoughts? I know I was just talking for a long ass while. I'm sure you've probably zoned out.
Hey,
Any
man.
thoughts?
You do you, man. You do you. I'm doing
Uh,
me. You do you. You know what I mean? That's all we really.
yeah. Oh yeah, and then I said I was going to talk about my steak. That and that's the last thing. Um, but yeah, so I was my stepmom. She finally comes home. What was it, yesterday? And then she goes to the grocery store today, and she goes and gets dinner. She gets me a steak, and I'm like, oh shit, I have no idea what I'm gonna do with this. I have like no plans at all. So like I asked one of my friends, right, and she actually gave me like a really good suggestion. Um, and what she said was to do oil and butter for the pan, because normally I do one or the other, but she was like, no, do both. So I did both. And then she said cayenne pepper, just a hair, garlic powder, and soy sauce. And it was the greatest fucking way I've ever had my steak. Like, at least that I've made for myself. It was incredible, dude. I died and went to heaven. And then I was like, you know what? I have some beef fried rice left over. And since this is all like soy flavored, like soy sauce flavored, I might as well mix the two. And oh my god, I felt so fucking big brain. It was amazing. That was like It was like going to the fucking hibachi place, but it was like right at home in my kitchen. It was amazing. Don't know why I've never done that before. But yeah, shout out Kaylin. She's a real G. Uh, and now we have nothing left over from like pre thought up topics. So now we're just in anarchy for the for the next 15 to 20 minutes. Oh dear God, help us. Let's all just
So,
say a little prayer to the Lord to protect us. Yeah, what did you have to say, Daniel?
got paid. That was pretty exciting. I got paid and I got my refund, so feeling a little bit better financially.
What'd you get a refund for? Like for your taxes?
No, for school, for my Pell Grant.
Oh yeah, I forgot you get a Pell Grant.
They give me more money than what school costs, so they give me the rest for books and other things.
Yeah,
And it's nice, because it definitely helps out. Uh, and now I'm doing a little bit better off financially, paying back some debts that I have. Seeing if there's anything that I want to buy, because now I have actually money to buy it, right?
yeah.
Um, I ended up buying some games that were on sale. That was fun. I bought the Jackbox games. I have 1 through 7 now. So I've been playing that whenever my friends come over. My sister, my friends and all that.
Damn.
It
You
it's pretty
should
fun. I
I
have
wish I
Stick
had the
Fight.
games.
I have Spider Heck came out on Game Pass. Those are also really good party games, right? Because they're like nice games that you can play. And
Mhm.
their rounds are like a minute long each. You know what I mean? So it's very easy to pick up, play, and you don't have to be like super good because there's a lot of RNG, which I feel like is perfect for people that don't play video games, right? You love a good little
Yeah.
bit of RNG, right? So I
Yeah,
think that
I
my company enjoys it because for a long time I was whenever my friends would come over, all I would really have to like offer them to play are like games that are like a little bit too skill based, and then they wouldn't really have as much of a chance. So now I decided to get some games that are a little bit better for company. So that was one of my first purchases. I bought the BioShock collection because that was on sale.
I mean that's a good choice.
I bought the
Honestly,
Prototype collection because that was on sale as well.
if you I will honestly, all right, you know what? You know what? If you want to do a recommendation, I will as well. Um I'll let you do it just this once, just so I can
Um,
say
well,
that just so I can say that everyone should play BioShock 1 and BioShock Infinite. Everyone should do it. And
everybody should play BioShock. Is that what you said?
BioShock 1 and BioShock Infinite. That
BioShock.
there you go.
Well, there you go,
And
guys.
now you
I've been playing through and enjoying the Darksiders franchise. I do have to say though, the first and second one are a little bit older. So there is
mhm.
the occasional problem every now and then, which is a little
Uh
unfortunate. But besides that, they're pretty good games. I'm gonna try to play 3 and 4. I can't really say much about them yet, but 1 and 2 have been pretty fun.
is
I
that
can.
really what you're using
It's my
your
current, you know, my current thing that I'm uh I'm playing through. I feel like
that is
you know
your
the thing.
one thing.
That's the thing about recommendations, right? I feel like I want to recommend like what I'm doing currently or what I use a lot or what I've done a lot. You see what I'm trying to say? At the moment, the thing that I feel like most recently that I've picked up that I've enjoyed was Darksiders. Like
And
if you
that's
asked me in a week, maybe I would have picked up something different, but
I'm
you
not going to
see,
ask you in a week.
that's the
I'm not
thing,
going to ask
right?
you in a week. You
So at
get
the
one.
moment,
You
I
get
like
one.
Darksiders,
That's
but
your one.
You don't like Darksiders? You
But
ever
you
played
only
before?
get one. Is that really the thing that you're most passionate about sharing with the world?
I recommend to all those people out there that are trying to like start a streaming career, make sure you have some money saved up, some backup options. Um, because you know any career in a field like that, it's a lot of luck based. You gotta get seen by the masses, and sometimes it's not that easy. So if you or
All
any
right,
of
that
your
hits a
friends are
little.
trying to be a full-time YouTuber, streamer, TikTok, whatever person, I'm just saying, have backup plans or money saved up, because I don't want y'all to be struggling, because for me, I try my best to remember that, because as much as I love this podcast and, would love to live off of like something like this, I always try to make sure that until this is getting me the money that I have, those backup plans in place.
I feel like that's a call out of some sort, perhaps.
I just see lots of people, like, struggling, and I don't want them to struggle, those people out there.
No, no, I feel. I don't know, bro. I feel like that's a little bit of
And
maybe
Darksiders,
a
guys.
call out.
And Darksiders. We like Darksiders around here.
I feel like you're calling somebody out here. I feel like that you have someone in mind when you say that, dude. Do you
I don't think so.
you do? I mean, I don't know. It sounds like you do. It just comes off like very specific. Like you might know someone
Also,
who
if you're a streamer
that
out
might apply
there and you
to.
have a a point goal for your community, you should take off the
You little
caps.
bitch! You little bitch! Fuck you. No, I'm not doing the. All right, so a little bit of context here. Uh, just a little bit of context here. So what he's talking about is I did a little charity stream on October 1st, so Saturday. Um, when you're listening to this, will be Tuesday. But yeah, I did a little charity stream on Saturday. Apparently a bunch of people showed up, like 107 live views, like just overall, which is like crazy to me, but whatever. Um, it was for breast cancer awareness because my grandma died in March of 2022 uh, of a of like complications from having breast cancer like 30 years ago. Like she got treatment, but like the treatment sort of like slowly fucked her up, and then she got like blood cancer as well. So that kind of that's what she passed away from. But I did a little charity stream for like 6 hours. It was grueling. It was absolutely grueling. But I also created a little channel points goal to donate additional money if we met it, and it is for 10,000 channel points. And I said for every 1,000 channel points, I'll donate $1. So if we meet the charity goal by the end of the month, by I think it's either set for the 30th or the 31st. If we meet it by then I'll donate the $10. And this motherfucker has already donated 2,000 of his channel points. And so I texted him. I pulled out my phone. I was like, "Damn, dude, did you donate 2,000 channel points?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Dude, how much do you have?" And he says, 40,000. This motherfucker has 40,000 channel points. And I did the math of this, right? So you gain about 220 channel points per hour if you're not subscribed. Multiply that by 1.2 and you get 264. Plus the 300 that you get from following. So that's yeah, that saves you like an hour and like 10 minutes. He has been watching my streams for 149 fucking hours.
Well, the thing
Like,
is, you've never had a good sub, like a channel point reward. You know what I actually did? I was looking recently. I saw you had an option to choose the game. right?
Yeah, I added those in for that stream actually,
And I was
just to
thinking,
see.
right? I was thinking, what are the
Yeah,
chances that I would get scammed out of my points if I was to suggest a game with my points?
I
Um,
at the beginning of the stream I said what the options were, um,
okay, so
what I
you're
had
saying,
installed.
I see,
Because like
I see.
if I
So
install something while it's streaming, then it won't be done by the time I'm done streaming.
I
Like
got
that's
you, I
how.
got you.
Yeah. So,
So
but
it
I
was
gave
just,
you like a bunch of options.
well,
You
I
know.
have to go back and watch that part of the stream because I only tuned in for about 5 minutes the entire stream. I was busy that day, but I saw you had a point goal, so I just clicked 2,000.
Of course he fucking did.
It
Of
was the
course he
highest it would
fucking
let
did.
me donate. I'm sorry,
And
man. I would
this
donate
is
more
all
if I
right.
could.
So this is what he's complaining about, right? So he's saying that there shouldn't be a cap per donations. Um,
I think it would have
he,
just been super cool if I would have gotten it from 0 to 100 in one click instead of 0 to 20 in one click. That's what I'm saying.
because it's like that because it needs to keep going throughout the whole month to encourage other people to do it. So if you do it all in one stream, then it's not a community goal, it's a you goal.
Well, I
It's a
am part of the
reward for
community,
you.
aren't I?
I mean, yeah, but you're leveraging your power as like
I
my
feel as though the community would appreciate the goal even if they didn't contribute to it.
I mean, would they? Would
I,
they?
I think so.
I mean, I don't know, bro. Seems a little sussy to me. But
I've been waiting for you to stream because it told me 2,000 per stream.
well,
So as soon as
streaming
you
for 6
stream,
hours
I got
took a
you.
lot out of me. Yeah, it took a lot out of me, kind of.
If you ever have like a 15-minute stream, you want me to hop in real quick, drop 2K, just let me know.
No, fuck you. um, but after that, oh yeah, I guess I should shout out my Twitch. If you guys want to help contribute to the community goal, and tell my co-host here that he's not going to literally donate all the points for the goal.
Well, the
It's
thing is,
twitch.tv/K, the letter K, and then thug, and then STON, all one word. Yeah, excellent. Do you have anything else you want to say before we do the big red button?
what's it called? With my paycheck, I bought myself something.
What'd you
Bought
buy?
myself two somethings.
What'd you buy?
I pre-ordered this game that's coming out on Tuesday,
Okay.
and then I bought a book collection for the Assassin's Creed novels
I'm not surprised.
because I was thinking, man, what do I need? More lore. That's what I need. More lore.
Of course you do. Do you have a big red button question? I haven't asked you in a while.
I don't, but I can improvise. I'm so good
No,
at
I
improvising.
have one. I have one.
I got you.
No, I have one right now, dude. Don't worry. Don't worry. Trust me. Um, all right. Are you ready? Are you ready for it? It's very good. Are you prepared? I need to hear verbal confirmation that you are
Sure,
prepared.
sure.
Okay. You gain immense confidence and self satisfaction, and that ability helps you, gain raises and um, convince people to do stuff about, let's say about like 25% more. But every time you have to go to a urinal, you have to pull your pants all the way down to your ankles, and you pull your shirt all the way up to like cover your face.
Well, look, Nick, I don't want to make you feel bad about your question, but I feel as though you've overlooked something very, very obvious.
Which is just you won't pee at in public,
No, it's that
or
every
you'll
single
go
public
into
restroom
stall.
has a stall. That's what I'm trying to tell
Okay,
you.
all
Why would
right.
I
What
ever need
if
to use the urinal ever?
what if every stall is always taken unless you need to shit? So every time you have to pee in public, you have to go to the public urinal.
Well, here's the thing. What if I just don't look?
Are you
Here's
gonna
the
be one
deal,
of the
right,
people
Nick?
who just pisses themselves instead?
Most of the time, Nick, it's more convenient, to go to a stall anyways. You know why?
Because you
Because
like to sit on your phone.
I can sit down, give my legs a rest. Maybe I'll check Instagram, ignore texts I get from Nick, whatever, you know how it is. So I feel like for me, this is never like, even if the urinal is the option most of the time, unless I'm really in a rush, I'm gonna probably not choose it. You know what I mean, right?
I don't. I'm saying every time you need to pee in public, it's only the urinal, and you have to do that. But you're 25% more effective on charisma checks, basically. So like
I
persuading
feel
people,
like here's the thing. I feel
lying
like
to
I'm
people.
already pretty confident in myself. I feel like my main issue right now is just that I am kind of a little bit of a loner, right? So I need to put myself in more situations where give myself an opportunity for those more social skills, right? When it comes to like things like that.
Well,
I
your
feel like
social skills will be
confident
25% better if
I feel
you
like the
if
confidence
you
isn't
press
the
this button.
problem. It's just that, I'm just a little shy. That's more what it is.
Well, it'll make your shyness 25% better, but you
I
gotta pee that way at the urinal.
I don't think it's worth it. I'll pass.
Okay, what percent would it have to be, like, for you to do that?
I don't know, like 200%.
So you have to be 3 times as good at like doing like at like persuading people and all that shit. That's what it would be for you to take the plunge and
Mm,
pee the proper way.
Like imagine we're playing like a Bethesda game, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I want it to be like 99.9% chance of success
Okay,
every
all right,
single decision that I make. You know what I mean?
all right. Not to make this like too nerdy, like too nerdy, but if this was like a like Dungeons and Dragons, what kind of bonus would it have to be to your charisma to make you consider it?
That's the thing. I don't know how bonuses work in Dungeons and Dragons, so I don't
Okay, so
quite
I'm not gonna
understand the
explain it. I'm not
question.
gonna explain it. But like, all right, fine. So say you're playing like a Fallout game, and you have a speech skill of like
100.
20. If you have a speech skill of 20, 100 is the maximum you can get. What would you want it to be? So you said a
100.
200% increase would
100.
be
That's
to
what I
speech
want.
60.
Well, you see,
No,
I didn't realize speech 100 was an option. I wanted to do speech 100.
no, this is
I
I'm
thought,
asking for
to
like
be
the
honest with you,
minimum.
Nick, right? I kind of already thought I was a speech 50. So 2 times would be 100, right? You're the one that arbitrarily gave me the number 20, right?
Well, I'm just saying 20 cuz that's like usually where you would start, right? So,
Well, yeah, but I'm like better than the average person. You know what I mean?
I feel like you would be better than the average person if you started peeing with your pants down at the urinal. That's all I'm going to
Well,
say.
then I would be much better than the average person.
That is true. Honestly, that is true. Like Friedrich Nietzsche, when he wrote about the Ubermensch, he was talking about people who pull their pants down at urinals. 100%. Like if you read the books, it's there, dude. You just have to be really good at German because that's what he was talking about in German, dude. It doesn't
Look,
translate right. You have to be able to read it in German.
here's the thing, Nick. Right? If we really want to get down to like what this like what, about this question, right?
Yeah.
If I say yes, it'll eliminate the reason why I'm saying no in the first place. You see what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah.
The reason I'm saying no partially is because of I like the convenience of sitting down and the phone thing, but it's also because I just feel like that's so ridiculous. But if I said yes, maybe I wouldn't feel as though it's so ridiculous because of that confidence. You see what I'm trying to say, right?
Yes.
So the button fixes the problem by clicking it. But you know,
Yeah, I kind of get what you're saying there. I kind of
I
get that.
already don't care about what people think about me, right?
Yeah.
Um, it's just that I don't know if I would want to. I usually don't put myself in situations like that on purpose, though. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
I'm somewhere in the middle where don't care, but
Mm-hmm.
but I don't actively just try to cause mayhem. You know what I mean, right? Somewhere right there in the
Okay.
middle.
Okay. I get that. I get that. Yeah.
Yeah. You
I
see,
guess
this
I have a
is
little
like,
follow-up question.
yeah, sure.
Um, do you suffer from a little bit of like pee airishness? Like pee shyness? Like if you do go to the urinal, do you have trouble, peeing in front of like if there's like another dude next to you?
No.
No, you never suffer from that. I'm gonna be honest. Like I used to be a lot worse about it, but now I've gotten a lot better over the years. Like sometimes it'll just take me a little while to get the stream going, but once it goes like a faucet, dude. For real.
I'm not sure if you ever had one of those urinals like in elementary school where it was just like a huge basin. There was no dividers or anything, right?
Oh yeah, like at ball games. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
like, I feel as though I'm out here, I'm doing my thing, my eyes are forward where they're supposed to be, you know, I'm just chilling. I don't care about anybody else.
yeah. I mean,
You see what I'm
me
saying?
too, right? But it's like, but it's like, fuck. I'm sorry. It's very late at night. I can't. I don't even know what I'm laughing at anymore. But it's like, I know that I'm doing it, but like, how do I know they're not listening and they can't tell that I'm not peeing, right? And then I get like stuck in my own head, and then like I psych myself out. It's all about like that level of it is sort of the problem for me. Is or it
I
used to
think
be.
that
Again, I've gotten a
I
lot
like
better.
here's the thing, right? You have to realize nobody cares. They're in there to use
Yeah,
the restroom. They're not worrying about anybody else. You know what I mean?
yeah, that is true. I would like to point out that that is an absolutely like spot on example of what's called the spotlight effect, where everyone assumes that like everyone's always paying attention to them all the time, always, but most of the time they're not. They're really not. It's yeah. The spotlight is never on you. If you think people are paying attention to you, they're not. Okay, that's I guess that's really the main thing I want to end with. I guess regarding this whole thing is, you know, do it. If you want to pee with your pants down at the urinal, fucking do it, my dude. If you do that, honestly, over at the sink, I'll give you a fucking fist bump after we wash our hands, of course. Um, but yeah, dude, I'll fucking pound it, dude. If you do that, and then like if you have trouble peeing at the urinal, that's okay too. Just like do whatever you got to do at your own pace. Just know that like everyone else is just focused on their own shit, and yeah, just go ahead with your bad self. Do
That's the thing.
do
If I'm using the
yeah,
urinal, I feel like I'm already in such a rush to not be in the bathroom that you see, I don't
yeah,
even think about things like that, right?
exactly,
I feel like if you have time to sit there and think about all these
yeah.
things, right, then you're not in a rush. You're not in a rush at all. You're just I don't know. I don't know what you're doing to be honest.
Yeah. Again, it all just comes back to just don't worry, be yourself, go at your own pace, and if someone judges you, they're not worth their time. They should be focused on their own shit. And yeah, that
So
to
Nick,
try and end with a wholesome message. But
real quick,
unfortunately, we are. Yeah, what?
what's your
We're kind of
favorite
running out of
suit?
time. My favorite suit is whichever one I'm having trouble finding the ace for in solitaire is the one I really want to see. So if I'm playing solitaire, it's the one I really want to find. But unfortunately, that
Gotcha.
does sort of
Gotcha.
conclude our episode. Thank you all very much for watching. I want to thank Justin Connor for being our patron for this month. Thank you very much for your patronage. It's very appreciated. If you want to help out, we are over at patreon.com/IIHS podcast. That's I the letter HS the letters podcast, all one word. On Twitter and Instagram, we are at IIHS podcast. Come give us a follow. We tweet updates and new episode releases. And yeah, I think that's all I really have to say. I've been incredibly influential.
And I've been highly successful.
Thank you very much for listening, and we'll see you guys next week.